YouTube? This is Tales of CardFight coming to you with unboxing of the Trial Deck number 9, Shinemon Nitta, or also known as Shin. This is a Genesis starter deck, and for you beginners out there, I do recommend you pick us up if you like the Genesis clan. Alright, let's get on with it. Alright. As any starter deck, comes with beginner guide and a playmat. Also an advertisement for the new Infinity Cradle, which that's gonna be one hell of a booster. Alright, on with the deck profile. Alright. Starting with the first card that you see on your screen. Because of course, Bushi has to put Uranus inside a card, so that's what this deck is based off on. This entire deck's gimmick is based off of the astral plane. So these cards will be supporting that. This first card is Gleaming Lord Uranus. This is the most important card of the deck. This card enables the astral plane to be placed. Its first skill is continuous. If this unit has 5 or more force markers, my center row, the row of rear guards behind this Vanguard, will become an astral plane. And later on, you'll see what the astral plane is. And its second auto effect is on place, Vanguard or Rear Guard, Soul Blast 2, and you gain an imaginary gift force marker. And in this deck, you normally would get 4 of these. Second card deck is Prometheus of Dancing Lights. This card has 2 effects. Its first effect is an auto effect that is on Vanguard and Rear Guard. When placed, look at the top 2 cards of the deck, put one from among them into your soul, and put one from among them back on the top of your deck. The second effect is also auto, except this is also on Rear Guard skill. When it attacks, if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, one of your Vanguard and this unit gets +5 until the end of turn. This is a good support for any Genesis deck, because not only does it help use the soul charge, on Rear Guard, it's a free +5 to this card and your Vanguard. Moving on to the next card is the most anticipated card of this entire deck. It's known as the Giant Deity of Distant World, Valkyrion. It comes with 3 skills. The first one, it cannot be ridden, so this card cannot be a Vanguard. Its second skill, when on an astral plane, when this card is on a non-astral plane circle, retire this unit, which means this card must be placed on an astral plane circle or it will automatically retire itself. And its third effect, it's when placed from hand, look at the top 5 cards of your deck and put one from among them into your drop zone. And until the end of that turn, this unit gets the same number of drives as grades on the card put into your drop zone. And then you shuffle your deck. Meaning that this can actually get triple drive. If you're lucky enough to hit a grade 3. After this card in the deck, you get 2 more Gleaming Lord Uranuses, which is also the main card of this deck that builds your astral plane. Next new card of this deck is Perseus of Probability. This has 1 auto skill that's both on Rear Guard and Vanguard. When it attacks a Vanguard, counterblast 1, draw 2 cards, and put a card from your hand into your soul. Is a new staple for the Genesis clan because it works with any build. It's a free +2, and you get to choose any card from your hand and put it into your soul. Which means this can work especially well with the Oracle Queen Himiko build. And you get 3 of these cards here. Next is just a 10k vanilla card, White Cloth Sorcerer Cults. Generic 10k, and normal grade 2 with 10k intercept. Next card is another 2 copies of Prometheus of Dancing Light. 3 copies, actually. The card on this is Prometheus of Holy Verse. This has one effect. Auto and rearguard. When it attacks while boosted, counterblast 1. If your Vanguard is an Astral Poet, it gets Imaginary Gift Force that's automatically put on your Vanguard. Which means that currently there's only 1 card in existence that is an Astral Poet, which is this grade 3 right here. Gleaming Lord Uranus. And to know what's an Astral Poet, you go down to the bottom corner here. As you can see from this non-holo card. And it says Noble Astral Poet right there.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Now, as far as I know, you only get 2 of these cards from the trial deck. Which means you're probably going to have to get 2 trial decks to get a full play set of these cards. The next new card we come across is Diana of Moonlight. It has one very useful skill. Auto on rearguard. When the attack it boosted hits Counterblast and Soul Blast 1 each, and get Imaginary Gift Force. And put that marker on your Vanguard. If your Vanguard is an Astral Poet, countercharge 1. Why I say this is very useful and probably going to be the next staple card in this deck is because this is not restricted. Meaning, you can do this turn 1 if you're attacking first. That boosted unit gets the attack off on your opponent's Vanguard. You can counterblast Soul Blast 1 and get a Force 1 or Force 2 marker onto your Vanguard, and you're still either on grade 1 or grade 2. Now again, this also comes with the caveat that if it's an Astral Poet, this literally is costs 1 Soul Blast. Now, this comes with 2, so far as I know. I think there are 3 in the deck. I think there's 1 way back there. Next up is another new card, Atlas of Heavenly Sphere. This has 2 abilities. When placed, Soul Charge 1. And it has an act ability on rearguard. Counterblast 1, put this unit into your soul. Draw a card. And if your Vanguard is an Astral Poet, get an Imaginary Gift Force. Put this marker onto your Vanguard. Well, this is a very nice to see unit. This is not as useful as the prior grade 1, as this is restricted to you must have an Astral Poet, and currently there is only 1 Astral Poet in all of Genesis to my knowledge. Alright, the next cards. There are 3 of these. Next card is your generic Sentinel, Administrator of Hope, Pandora. Now, I do believe this is a reprint. This is not the new draw-drop PG that all the other clans are currently getting. And there are 2 of these in the deck. Though I think there's a 3rd one in the back there. Now, the next new card we get is called Ambrosial Snake. This has an act once per turn, Soul Blast 5, get an Imaginary Gift Force marker, and put that marker onto your Vanguard. Now this card, not very good. Soul Blast 5, and get an Imaginary Gift Force marker. Genesis is known for its Soul Blasting potential, and this deck does not Soul Charge as much as you think it would. Moving to the next, these are just reprint triggers. 3 crit triggers in the front here, another 3 Cyber Tigers, Talisman Angel. The good part about this deck, it does come with 1 draw PG, which is very useful. Makes it a lot easier to get, and a lot cheaper. Next are the heal triggers. Next are the common variants of Valkyrion. The next new card we see is a very, very interesting mechanic known as the Astral Plane. This is the entire gimmick of the Genesis series. Now, the Astral Plane is special and comes with its own set of rules. This rear guard is an Astral Plane. An Astral Plane has the following rules. Grade is ignored when calling an Astral Deity, meaning that you can call the Grade 5 Valkyrion. If the card on the Astral Plane is not an Astral Deity, you must put it into a drop zone, meaning any other card other than Valkyrion currently, because that is the only known Astral Deity in this card game. If anything else is placed on this Astral Plane right here, it is instantly retired and sent to the drop zone. So watch yourselves out there, guys. Do not place any other card on the Astral Plane while there is stake of putting a rear guard on this while you have a Vanguard on the field that has the ability to transform its rear guard circle sitting behind it into an Astral Plane, because that is a continuous skill and you cannot destroy the Astral Plane so long as your Vanguard is present on the field. Moving on, there are these fancy new gift markers. Even though they're common, they look pretty nice. They're different from the original. As you can see, this is one of the older gift markers. This is the newer gift markers. I very much like the pattern on it. Much, much different. I like what they're doing currently with all the newer gift markers. And with this deck, you come equipped with 5 force markers. Though I recommend that you don't only play with 5 gift markers, because you will be writing and rewriting multiple force markers, and 5 markers is only enough to make an Astral Plane. And if you run out of gift markers, remember that the ruling still states that if your gift marker zone is empty and you ride a unit with a gift marker symbol, you automatically will lose the game. Next are just copies of the cards that were previously shown. This basically is the start of what Bushiroad is doing currently, which is you have the chance out of every single starter deck to get every single one of these cards you see in a hollow state. So we're just going to run right through it. This is the second one of the new card that I was talking about. This is the third. This is another copy of that. PG, Ambrosial Snake. The new starter that the Genesis clan got. It's just a new flavor of card that you can start with. Its name is Pan of New Style. Moving forward, we're gonna go right on to see what we got as a holo. And it is a heal trigger! Wow! We actually got a heal trigger. This is very, very nice. Very cool. Very cool heal trigger. I'm gonna enjoy putting this into my deck. Alright, and the last card is... Yeah. I don't know why they put just a common at the last card, even though I truly believe that this should be the last card. This is a very nice looking card, and I do believe this is the first holo of its kind. You can see this is what you could expect to get after buying a trial deck. Number 9, Shinemon Nitta, also known as Shin, from your local card store. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and make sure to also support all the local card shops around your area, because we want to keep them in business. Thank you, and have a good day.